Buenos días, damas y caballeros. Aquí estamos en la lucha con nosotros, amigos. Mándale un saludo a mi amigo aquí, Daniel Webb. Hola, Daniel, ¿cómo estamos?
What up?
Yeah, so welcome to Perfectly Misfit, a podcast where Renee gets to be a fucking idiot any way he feels like, because that's why I started this podcast. Oh, word? I ain't no motherfucking false ass
Sue
blood.
Woo!
I ain't no
Sue
motherfucking
Woo!
false ass blood.
You're wearing your Sue Woo shirt.
Yeah, that's how you know
Um,
it's, like, laundry day. Like, I'm like yesterday I wore a fucking like, a brewery shirt that I don't even drink at and just like, "Oh, we're down to our last, like, 5 shirts." And actually, I can even wear another shirt that, like, they're just companies I don't support anymore, so I don't anyway, yeah. What up, Sue Woo?
Sue Woo!
Yeah, like, I wore this today and it reminded me of when I got this shirt, like, 3 years ago when I, like, moved here. I went and did, like, I do the delivery work. I went and did a delivery, and, like, when the guy was closing the door, he goes, "Thanks, mommy," and I was like, "He got it."
Keep 'em
It's
high
like
and tight, baby.
yeah, it's like, I wish he hadn't closed the door. I'd been like, "You're welcome, jeans," you know? Yeah, so this is a shirt from your mom's house and the podcast, and you don't know this, you don't know this, and I'm definitely not getting into details. Literally, the LAPD contacted Tom Segura and asked him to please not produce these shirts. So yeah. Um welcome to Perfectly Misfit, a podcast hosted by me, Renee Encarnacion, and my buddy from the other Ruddy, Tuddy. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Dan Webb was a podcast where Dan and I are both Army veterans. We get together once a week, and or when we try to at least aim for once a week. We get together and talk the shit that none of our family members want to ever hear. We just play catch up. Then we run when we run out of that bullshit. We get into three major subjects: um, food, movies and TV shows, and other podcasts that we love. Hence the Your Mom's House references that we're making. Um, yeah, like Dan and I are very isolated people outside of our families. So this is just a chance for Dan and I to just shoot the shit. And yeah,
And the shit will be shot.
and the shit shall be shot. Oh yes, it shall be shot. What's going on, Dan? What the fuck's up with your fucking stupid fucking life? Nobody cares about but me.
Dude, not a whole lot. Well, kind of a whole lot, but
Oh, well, well, kind of a whole lot there, brother.
my oldest son started driver's training this week.
That's
So,
fucking scary as shit. I remember
uh,
having like you asking me to call him and pretend I'm Santa. Now this little
yeah,
fucker is driving.
yeah, he's driving. Um, so if you live in the West Michigan area, uh, stay off the fucking roads.
Yeah, buyer beware.
My youngest son is finishing up football next week. Next week is his last week of football. They end the season. They have only lost one game. He has been fucking killing it this season. I am such a proud dad. Um,
Hold on. Go ahead,
it,
keep going, keep going.
honestly, like that's really about it, about the shit that's going on in my life right now. So, yeah. And then you walk away when I have nothing else to talk about, which is
Sorry, sorry,
normal.
no,
We
no.
do
I
this
just
shit all the time.
hey, I'm a bachelor. I'm starting dinner right now. I was just checking to make sure, like, cause I was preheating the oven, and I'm Puerto Rican, so we keep like pots and pans in our ovens. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I didn't check the inside of the oven. Usually my crock pot is in there.
Oh,
Just
okay.
yeah, usually that's it. Like my mom's house, it's a whole different fucking monster in that thing.
Now
But
that drawer, the drawer at the bottom of your oven, the broiler,
yeah,
do you keep shit in there?
no. But
I
now
think
you
that's a
make me
white
want
people thing.
I want to double check.
I really think that's a white people thing. because I keep all of my cast iron skillets and pans and shit
I was
in
one
the
actually,
broiler.
honestly, it's a good thing you asked because I was wondering where my other cookie sheets were, and I just found them. Yeah, they're in the broiler.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope. So yeah, all my cast irons in the broiler. I'll be honest, I am 39 years old, almost 40. Like I'm right around the corner from 40. And
Wah.
I have never used the fucking broiler in a fucking oven before. Have you?
Um, when I was yes, yes, I have. Um, especially when I was younger, like I don't know if you remember this period in like the 90s where like London broils were like popular. Like my mom would just make it like once a month kind of thing.
Okay.
And yeah, yeah, I mean like it was just basically a cheap steak. Um, but yeah, I've used it for that and I've cooked something in the past year. I'm literally drawing a blank on it. Um, but I cooked something that required me using the broiler.
I have no idea what the fucking broiler does. Um, I don't
It's
know if
it's
if it's
it's
different than the oven itself
yeah, so like
because
in
I'm a really
it
good
like
cook.
I have an electric one. I have an electric stove now. But um in the old one, like in my mom's place, the gas one, it's a smaller compartment with more concentrated heat. So like the fire was like below the oven part. But when
Okay.
you like the broiler is under the fire and like that fucking close to it. Like or maybe like not that close, but like closer. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's more direct, intense heat. Why are you laughing? Like, is this like what or am I missing the joke
No,
here?
no, I love the dumb shit knowledge that we both have on two different subjects that just fucking make no sense to most people. But
I guess on that note, you want to get into the food subject since we're
I we can, but I do actually I forgot one thing. They finally finished paving my road.
oh shit,
It's been
where
a
next time I
whole
come, I don't
summer
gotta drive
project.
over fucking a mile and a half of gravel.
Yeah, nope. Now it's just straight up street. That's cool. Now the big thing they're doing is running natural gas lines.
Okay.
So I will know I've been on propane for 10 years.
You have to buy the propane?
Yeah, you buy propane, but and it like they
Jesus.
send it to you. Like I that's why I have the wood heater,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The
Is
furnace.
to cut down cost. I have an ungodly amount of wood I have to cut, but anyway, now I won't have to do that because honestly, like after the cost of the chainsaw, maintaining that and everything, natural gas, like your normal gas that you have, like fuck, dude, it's so much cheaper and less labor, and I'm willing to pay the
Well, I don't
it's like 135 bucks a month or something like that to heat the house. But I also keep the house like at 63, 64 because I don't want to pay a shitload.
do you
But
wanna
with
see
propane, it was $700 a month to
fuck
heat my
that
house.
shit.
Yeah, dude, it sucked. But so I haven't turned the heat on yet. It's like hold on, let me check my
I
it
didn't
is
just drop the
50
whole fucking
it's 54 degrees outside. It's been like in the low 50s all week. I will not turn the heat on.
I've
Um,
had go ahead, sorry.
no, no, no. Like
Wait,
until it gets till
what's
it
the
snows
temperature
on the
outside?
ground.
You said it's 54?
Yeah, it's like 54. It'll get almost to you know, it'll be frost. There'll be frost on the ground when I wake up.
Yeah, we've got a
But
frost warning right now, and it's 49. And like I'm having problems with like high electricity bills lately. So your
yeah.
boy invested in Lobo's an asshole. Your boy invested in some very, very ugly winter shoes or
Nice.
slippers. Are you ready?
Yes. Some North Face. You went name brand. I need to get a new pair of slippers myself, my friend, but I will
Oh,
go to Walmart and
yeah.
pay 10
Well,
bucks.
Macy's made a mistake and gave me a $4,000 credit limit. So yeah, every
Hey.
every now and then I get a little silly, but like I'm not cranking the heat this winter because like as much as I was paying just for AC over the summertime, I'm afraid of what my fucking heating bill is gonna look like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you have electric heat at your
Everything's
apartment?
electric here, dude. No, I don't have
No.
gas in my stove. It's remember, I live next to a college campus.
Oh, okay.
Almost like I'm literally half a block away from the campus. So
Okay.
yeah, like they don't give these kids the good stuff. I got single pane windows and electric heat,
Ooh.
bro. Oh yeah, dude, in Denver. And guess what? Farmer's Almanac says this winter is going to be one of the gnarliest winters Denver has had in like 100 years.
You better put some plastic over them windows, homie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure some shit out for sure. But my only problem is um there's certain elements that happen inside my apartment that won't allow me to keep my windows closed all year.
Yeah.
Lobo, get out of there, please and thank you. I don't want to point out
Astonishing.
what those elements are, but I need good ventilation in here, especially in the winters. But I've always been like that too, where I keep my windows open 24/7 all year round,
Yeah.
even if it's just a little crack. But yeah, I always have to have fresh air, and that's usually why I end up having to crank up the heat because even though it's a fucking sideways blizzard going on outside, I still have the windows open at least an inch or two.
Yeah, no,
But
I am
you gotta
I'm a
remember.
cheap bastard. I keep my shit
Well, yeah,
closed. Like I
yeah, but you also have to remember, I'm in like 600, 800 square feet of space with a 100-pound giant cotton ball of a dog. So,
yeah,
like,
that's true.
and even if it was just Portia before him, RIP, like, it's still a dog and my big 200 and fucking 5 pound ass. I'm a fucking stinky boy. And like, dogs are already kind of stinky. I take him out 3 to 5 times a day. So, like we get out and about and he's rolling around and God knows what. And yeah, dude, fucking it literally reminds me I need to do a deep clean this weekend. Um, Food. Speaking of which, speaking of filthy boys, what have you put in your mouth lately?
Bro, not a whole lot crazy stuff like I normally like to do. I've been messing with that Instapot a lot, but I haven't had the time with football and whatnot. So I think the best thing I've made all week was burgers, and that was last night.
Burgers. Yes, she went to the Mayo Clinic to treat her burgers. Um,
Yes.
Speaking of which, that's coming up around the corner. Fucking letter Kenny, you'll be in Christmas. But food. I did a really great. I love. They now have marinades already in a Ziploc bag that you can buy at the supermarket, and like, I just drop some like chicken breasts or chicken thighs in there, leave it for a day, and then like, pull them out, wipe off the juice, and put in a couple more breasts or thighs for like 2 more days later, and it's like I've been killing it with those. I brought them to my boy's barbecue a couple weeks ago at his place. Like we all went shopping. I was like, let me just grab this shit. It's easy, lemon squeezy, and everybody fucking loved it. Someone else tried to cook the next day, and everybody's like, "Yeah, Renee's was better." Um, uh, so like I took that and then I made those the same style, but in the oven. They came out fucking bomb.com, dude. Um,
Nice. I
I
love the
tried
90s reference there.
early 2000s. Uh, I tried using frozen corn on the cob for the first time ever as well.
Okay.
Nah, nah. I don't know what that's for, but it's not going to be in any recipe I'm ever going to fucking need. Like, I've tried it in two different things. I've tried, like cooking it up in the oven, put in some aluminum foil, a couple pats of butter, some salt and pepper. Like I do it on the grill. That's normally how I do my shit on the grill.
Right.
And it literally tasted still just like waterlogged corn. It was like if they serve corn in prison, I assume that's what that tastes like.
Probably.
Just like out of the can, they don't even strain it. It just the um there's something else that I had that I'm trying to remember. Uh and I also don't remember. There was a food truck I had like because we've been out for what 2-3 weeks now. I had a food truck that I tried about a week or two ago. They had some of the best wings I've had in a goddamn long time. I'm feel bad I don't remember their name, but they're going to be around on the weekends at Devon's Pub. If you're one of my Denver followers or watchers here, um, what else, man? I'm about to like the reason I'm preheating my oven right now is I'm about to try the Bird's Eye loaded potato bake. I love Bird's Eye. I don't know if you've ever had them. They make like
No, dude.
Bird's Eye is a brand. They make like those frozen skillet dinners. You literally just throw it in a skillet with like a half a cup of water, and zhuzh it up whatever you want. But like, yeah, they make like all sorts of like just frozen stuff. You just throw it in, and the skillet dinners are a bachelor's fucking best friend. Yeah, like you get like a stir fry. What else? Come on, there's got to be something good. I've been very broke lately, but
I am
uh,
in that club.
oh, I did get to go since we've last spoke. I did get to go to a Rockies game and have a good old fashioned $6 or $8 hot dog. I think that thing was. I mean, nothing better than a fucking ballpark hot dog, in my opinion. Uh-oh, Dan, I think you're
Oh,
frozen.
there we go. There, yeah, no,
Oh,
you
oh,
froze. Yeah, we froze for a second.
okay.
That was super cool.
I was like, wow, Dan's doing the staring me down. Better hold on there, brother. This is about to go from a work to a shoot there, dude. Hmm, That's called wrestling, brother. That's called wrestling, dude. All right, you froze again. I
Yeah,
literally,
yeah, we both did on my end. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but that's super fun. I'm glad this is happening.
um, movies, TV shows, because I got a good one.
I watched the Jack Reacher new episode, or new season. I fucking blew through that. It's been out for a while, but I just haven't had time to get to it. But fuck, is that good? And then
By fuck.
I'm starting The Continental. It's on Peacock.
Is that like a
It
John
is,
Wick spinoff?
yes.
Oh boy. All right. I got free
So
Peacock from Xfinity, so I got to get on that.
yeah, so I got it. Man, maybe I should cancel mine and just go off yours. But
I don't know if it'll work. No, only because like I have it through my little like streaming box through. I mean, I'll give you my info. See if it works. I don't give a
yeah, yeah.
shit.
But
Yeah, definitely get cancel yours. Well, let's see if it works, and then yeah.
yeah, but
Talking about crime.
it
Talking about
I s-
crimes.
I started watching it last night. I was way too tired. I should not have started it. But it was good for what I watched before I started falling asleep. So, obviously it's so John Wick. Like the
Nice.
first scene, like right from the I doubt there's going to be any good acting in it whatsoever. But the action scene, like right at the beginning, was really good, and I just kind of want to see where it goes. It's like Twisted Metal. Like I don't know if you watch. That's on Peacock.
I haven't watched anything on Peacock since I even signed up for it.
Okay, that's actually really good. Like Anthony Mackie is really funny. I've never seen him in a funny movie, so um, it was actually really good to see him. And it's almost like Deadpool esque kind of humor. So like he breaks the fourth wall several times.
Nice.
So
Um, it's Halloween time, and I think you know this. This is my favorite holiday of the year. It's the only thing. I mean, I don't get like crazy about it. I don't decorate or anything, but it's like the only. I also like Christmas. I'm gay for Christmas, but I always try and watch old horror movies. Like even if I've seen it before, it doesn't matter. I'll rewatch it. Um, but this year I tried a new movie that's not that new, but like it was just recommended to me and a while ago. And I just never got around to even trying to watch it. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch an old horror movie. I want to watch something new because like everything new really sucks. I don't mind the It movies.
yeah,
But like as far as like since like 2000 or 1995, the only movie I like that is it's Cabin in the Woods, which is actually more funny than actually like
yeah.
scary. Like it's literally a movie making fun of horror movies, but it's a horror movie. But yeah, I finally gave this movie a shot, and my drunk ass like went straight to the second one for some reason. There's only two, but what's even cooler is there's three is about to come out very soon. Um, and like yeah, just tipsy home, bored. I was like, you know what? Let me try this movie finally. And my buddy Randy recommended it to me, and it's called Terrifier. It's a clown, a
Okay.
horror, scary clown movie, but gory on a level that you would never expect. And
No.
even funnier is that two actually was better than one.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
and normally they fuck up a sequel. Usually, like,
Right.
except for like John Wick, except for like, Fast and the Furious, like, not a lot of, fucking Die Hard, like, not a lot of, movie houses nail a sequel. And holy shit, not only did they nail the sequel, they trumped the fucking the first one, the original. Um, the director, if I remember correctly, he does all the special effects himself. And
Oh, cool.
and me being a fucking cinephile, like a heavy movie lover, I have to not only applaud that fact, but also the fact that as someone who I'm very critical, you and I we're not easily swayed. We're not bought in movies. Like you and I, we will say if a movie is shite, we're gonna fucking say to whoever will listen to it, that movie is trash.
Yeah.
Like what you like, but I could not spot the edits.
Oh,
Like
nice.
literally, it looks like like someone's getting their face ripped off. I It was so smooth where like the guy's lying on the ground and then there's hands on his face and then his face is being ripped off.
Oh,
Like,
that's cool.
like it's fucking nuts. And like that's not even a spoiler because it just doesn't stop with the face being ripped off. So Renee's pick of the week or the month, we'll just say the month, Terrifier. And even cooler that like I like
Where did you watch it on?
Prime.
Okay.
Um they do this thing where and the fucking lead actress, holy shit, is she hot? Oh my god. Oh my god, she's a fucking cutie patootie. But uh the other thing that I like that they do, they make it look nostalgic. It looks like a retro, 80s um horror flick, like the house the girl lives in is like old school wood paneling. like
Yeah.
shitty wallpaper, brown appliances on the fucking countertop. But meanwhile, they're using like a 2016 MacBook, like a 2020 MacBook. It's like it's not like it's just little nuances that I don't get this hyped for a movie regularly. This was awesome. I didn't bring it
I
up
will
to you
check it
sooner,
out.
but yeah.
Is it free on Prime right now?
Yeah. I think 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great fucking horror flick. Honestly, it's probably my new favorite. Like, I liked just a little too much
Well, I think
CGI.
the It movies, like, all of them, like, even the original, they were, like, just really good movies, like, they had a good storyline.
Well, the original was all right. Have you rewatched it? It's 3 hours.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
bad.
watched it. It's not bad,
Or it's actually just
it's a
like
good
4 hours.
movie, and then the new ones are they're just a good movie. It's not scary to me.
Yeah.
It's not like I think scary movies, like, are, like, only good when you're young.
Yeah, well,
Like,
so that's what I like about this one is like it's not the scariest, but it's fucking creepy as fuck. It's gory as fuck, and it has like these little funny things in it that like you just love as well. It's a great circle. I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, you're good. I think, horror movies, like, now kinda suck, but, like, it's just
Yeah.
like, do you remember the movie House Bunny with,
Uh,
Anna Faris and I think, uh,
yeah. Where she becomes like a
a
old lady at like a
sorority
sorority
person?
house. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that movie is, like, cringe funny, right? Like, it's so cringy, like, you're just like, "Oh, fuck," everything she does, you're just like, "Holy shit, what is wrong with this bitch?" Right? To that same effect, like, where you just cringe so fucking hard, like, when you're a kid, you almost have, like, that same effect to, like, Freddy Krueger and shit on Nightmare on Elm Street, and they just don't have that effect anymore when it comes to horror movies, so, like,
I
Saw,
mean,
I think the first 3 Saw movies were, like, the best horror movies
I
that have
liked
come out since we were kids.
the same era. I remember having the Saw movies, and I also remember having the first Hostel movie was also fucking that was just
I
fire.
forgot about Hostel, that was a good one.
Hostel's in the same era. Yeah, like I remember like I just joined the military around that time. And I remember having those on DVD. Remember having the DVD was like a fucking saw blade of the Saw movie. Um
Yeah.
yeah, those are great, man. But I will say, like, you've never been to my place in New York. Uh Like, there's, like, a basement in my mom's apartment building, where there's a laundry room down there, there's, like, a furnace, like, not like, the public doesn't have access to it, um, but it's, like, a very long basement because, my mom's building is 3 different towers, 3 buildings in one, basically, and
Okay.
they only connect in the lobby and the basement. So like all the elevators go down to the basement. There's 3 towers, 3 elevators. Uh, I say towers, it's like 6 floors, but easier to explain. But the that basement, like my mom's tower, her elevator was the farthest part of the basement from the street entrance. And if it wasn't for Freddy Krueger, I wouldn't still have a slight fear of that basement. That basement, like, bro, I'm telling you, it's like fucked up concrete walls. It almost looks like a mine. Um, like pipes, just like curved
Everything that it should be in a scary movie.
curves
Yeah.
and bends, flickering light bulbs, New York City water bugs and mice,
Oh, yeah.
random noises from like steam running through those pipes and hisses and pings and just talking about it. I'm getting the heaves, bro. um Yeah, dude. Freddie and Chucky were my two real like. You scared? A little bit. I'll bet.
Bro, Chucky and Leprechaun. And those are the reasons why I'm still terrified of midgets to this day.
Leprechaun. Leprechaun was a little too silly for me. I watched those no problem. Oh,
I
you know what?
watched it when
I watched that on.
I was little, and I was a sheltered kid.
Yeah,
So
same here. Like I watched them and because they were on TV, probably like Showtime or some shit like that. Um, uh, but you know who also who would creep me the fuck out? I might have even talked about it on here before. The Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt.
oh man, I thought he was really silly.
Well, so like it was like I had like a jack-o'-lantern effect where like you remember the intro to
Yeah.
that show where it was just like going through hallways and then down a tunnel and then come to his fucking crypt and we pop. I would literally watch it and then change the channel right before he would fucking pop out of the like I remember that I'm 40 years old. I don't even remember what years that was, but like I changed the channel right like the
That was like
second before.
mid-90s,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So
It was fucking awesome. You
I was
can't find
10.
those, by the way. I
Really?
tried to buy, like, see if they're on DVD or anything, and I can't find them on Amazon. I can't find them at eBay, any of that shit. Like,
Have you watched any like anything new? You said,
no.
oh, the Jack Reacher. That's right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
into
yeah.
it. I was gonna say, well, I'm just trying to push things along here.
No, no. Podcast, dude.
Oh,
Podcast this week.
Badcast, brother.
Podcast, brother. Podcast, dude.
Oh,
Just
podcast,
called a
dude.
segue, brother.
Oh,
Uh,
I was watching the last Dudesy um episode, but I accidentally started watching it on YouTube as opposed to Patreon, and I didn't realize like what was going on until I noticed there was a live chat going on. So just so people know, like you can pay a couple bucks a month on Patreon to get it, and it's uncensored, and then also get like another half hour or 20-minute show after the show called Doozy After Dudesy. Dudesy is a podcast hosted by Will Sasso and Chad Colchin. If you don't know this already, just go back and watch some episodes. Anyway, um, and honestly, I kind of really liked watching it on YouTube, even though again it's edited. And then I had to switch over to Patreon to watch the after show. Um, but the live chat was kind of a lot of fun there, dude.
yeah.
It was a whole big old bash there, brother.
So like when I listen to Dudesy, I normally have it on my phone at work, and I listen through. I mean, the Patreon app brings you to YouTube, but I didn't know that they started doing like the CGI Tom Hanks
Oh
stuff.
my God,
Um,
Tom Haynes,
so
Tom Haynes.
I've missed that. I just saw it in this episode, so now I got to go back and try to find where it started because before it was just the voice. And for everybody who doesn't know, Dudesy is the first ever podcast that is created by, edited by, produced by an AI. Um, and it's hosted by Chad Colchin and Will Sasso. If you don't know Will Sasso, you are too young. And you need to be cultured a little bit. But he was the best character or best performer on Mad TV by far. But Will Sasso is so fucking funny. But Dudesy, that Tom Hanks bit is God damn it, dude. I gotta go back and watch all of them now. So if you know about when they started, so excuse me, so I can go back and try to find it. I'm guessing it's
It's
within the
been
last
like
10
I want to say
episodes.
this is like the third or the fourth. What you'll have to
Okay.
do is go back and like It's only like it's literally only been 3 or 4 because this is when he started saying, or dudes, he started saying, uh, Tom Haines not around to do this or that. Oh shit! I just remembered something.
Is
Yeah,
that about like when they start doing the phone calls with the reporters?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's like 3, 4 episodes ago. So I'll have to go back and watch those because the one I saw today, or I mean not today, on Tuesday was fucking hilarious and great. Um, your mom's house has been fucking great the past couple weeks. Good job, Boner. You got your doozy mug. But
Juicy mugs. I was like, wait a
a-
minute, I forgot something I was supposed to do this
again,
week.
if you guys don't watch, if you don't listen to Doozy or watch Doozy, you fucking should. It is such a great time. Um,
I
but
am
your
such.
mom's house.
Hold on a second there, brother,
Oop.
because I just want to mention how I'm such a mark for podcast merch, there, dude. I'm rocking 2 different podcast merch in one show.
Yeah. Uh, uh,
But yeah, it's
so your mom,
Tom Hanks is also the official
Doozy
spokesman
mugs
of
spokesman.
Tootsie Mugs. Yeah.
And what's the guy's name? That's the hard seltzer. What's his name?
Oh, fuck your wine. Um, fucking Kylo
Kylo
Ren.
Ren.
God damn it. That's all we
I
know
can't.
him
That's
as.
it. I don't know.
That's all we know him as. I'm sorry.
I know he's a former
Adrian,
Marine.
not Adrian Brody. Is it?
I know he's a
No.
former Marine.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh so he's a brother, but
Oh, dude. I might have won
uh
2 quarters on this, by the way.
hey,
Because I think it was the first period was 0-3, 0 to
first
3
quarter,
Kansas City. Second period
quarter.
is second quarter 0 to 10, but then so I mean they scored 10. So the numbers still 0 to 13, which means 0
Yeah,
and
you would have
3.
won two. You would have won 2 squares.
Drinks are paid for.
Hey, get
Look at this.
some.
Look at that. You know who loves us? Corey, you've been on my mind this
Hey,
week,
Corey
actually.
fucking
I literally,
Castle. We
he's
gotta
been
have
on
you
my
back
fucking
on the
mind.
podcast.
Yeah, we gotta have Corey. Let us know if you're available next week. I hope you're still watching. Sorry, took me a minute to notice that that comment. We love you too, brother. Um, yeah. Your mom's house. What was it? They had who they had?
Joe List on this week.
Oh, Joe List. God, he's so
It was
fucking
a
funny.
great fucking podcast.
God,
I
he's
love
so
Joe List and his fucking herpes riddled fucking
funny.
fucked up teeth,
Just so people
motherfucker.
know, Joe List openly admits to everybody that he has herpes, and he's had it for a while.
A
If
long
you've got
time.
herpes, admit it to the world. Good job, Boner.
But yeah, so um it was a great podcast. He definitely passed the funny or hilarious or painful thing. Um
Let us know your
he
next availability, Corey. We love you.
uh it was just an overall great Your Mom's House. It was the best one since Nadav left.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that because I mean,
Wait,
we
didn't they
also
have
had
the Are You Garbage guys last
yeah, the
week?
Are You Garbage, but also I don't think we've talked about the Charo episode.
Oh, the Charo.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
dude.
last week. That was
I
last
was
week.
gonna say, hold on.
Dude, the
Whoa, hold on
Charo.
there,
Yeah,
dude.
I forgot.
We
I
had
forgot.
Timmy Tom's mom on.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I'm
it was
not
a
no time.
great. He tortured his
Ay,
mom
no,
for an
Tommy.
hour
Ay,
and
no.
25
Ay,
minutes.
no, Tommy. Por favor, no.
No,
Keep it
Tommy,
short.
not on my podcast. Not on
No,
my podcast.
not on my podcast, please. I mean, his
Fucking A.
asshole is out. What is he
I think
doing?
I want to see a man wipe his asshole.
Ay, Tommy, por favor. No. Ay, Tommy, no. I can hear it.
Oh,
That voice just sounds like all of my aunts. Ay, Rene, no. Like,
his mom is Peruvian,
yeah.
so her English is broken and amazing at the same time. If
She is
everyone spoke like her, the world would be a better place.
she's ironically funny. Like everybody, like the reason she probably produces some of the best numbers whenever she's on an episode. Like, because just Tom does not stop fucking with her. There is
He
no
fucking
boundary.
tortures her ass.
He literally is like, but I'm sure he pays for it. Like like
Oh, yeah.
literally, like she's
Like,
like,
literally
okay,
pays,
Tommy,
but
if
she
if
asked
you
for
want me to
so
say
much
this,
money.
and after this, you're going to take me to the App Store, and you're going to buy me a new iPad, the
Yeah.
iPad
iPad
Pro,
Pro,
which is like
like, the
that's
most
like
expensive one.
$1,100. It's like a grand.
Yeah.
Those things are
No, no.
and
And
for what? And for what? So she can play like cribbage or some shit. She
yeah.
literally plays a card game. It's not like she's some like engineer. The only time I ever had an iPad Pro when I was programming and installing smart lighting systems in government buildings, and
Yeah.
like the company paid for them. Like that was yeah. She's 1,000 years old and needs it to
She's
play cribbage.
80 something,
Yeah, I
I
mean, but
think.
still, she does
Yeah.
not need an iPad Pro to
No.
fucking play cribbage or whatever fucking she
No,
plays some
but
old
and
lady card game.
he does buy it all for her all the time too,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
that's also really funny.
I'm pretty sure I heard her slip in a mention of taking a ride to the Mercedes dealership to get the same car that Christina has.
Yeah, yeah, there was a bunch of shit in that it's fucking great. I'm gonna watch that again tomorrow. Uh, but yes, no, it was Charles, yes, you're right. God damn it, dude. Charles, that episode is probably the best episode they've had in 2 years. Like,
Yeah,
not a live event. The live events when they tortured his dad and mom was fucking fantastic.
I miss
But
those live events so fucking much.
dude, I miss Top Dog so
Dude,
much.
speaking of which, coming up around the corner, yeah, RIP Top Dog, by the way, um, is uh my little trip to go see the Bad Friends live.
Nice.
That's in like 2 weeks or so. I think we need to discuss how I can be a silly goose and make sure like this. I'm paying. I have the meet and greet, right?
No. I have a meet and greet with Mark Norman
Yeah,
on November 4th.
yeah.
So
I
I
remember
dude,
you
I'm
told me
so
about
fucking
that.
excited about that.
But I got a meet and greet with Andrew Santino and Bobby fucking
I
Lee,
know, dude. That's
and God knows
fucking I'm jealous.
whoever else because usually when they do like the bigger markets like this, they usually bring in a surprise guest,
Right.
like whoever else is in town or some shit like that. So I don't know, like, do I like pretend to blow Bobby Lee or I don't know, like this has to just be like the
I
most
mean, you
epic.
gotta ask whatever they're comfortable with, I guess, but
Oh no
then
no no! I've seen and heard what is allowed back at VIP
yeah.
and meet and greets.
I mean,
Literally,
obviously get some good pictures, but,
there was an episode where somebody went, "Bubba, go lie down. Come on, you know this is podcast time." Fucking Lebowski.
I know I could see him.
You're Bubba. You're so handsome. Um, yes, now he's doing puppy yoga. Okay, all right. Do you mind? Okay. Um, there was an episode of Scissor Brothers or Bad Friends, one of the two, where they talked about there was somebody doing meet and greet for Bad Friends, and they had on Scissor Brothers like T-shirts,
Okay.
and they asked for an autograph, and Andrew and Bobby. This was like when Scissor Brothers first started, and they were like pretending to have a beef with them, and Bobby and Andrew were like, "We'll sign it, but we're gonna have to spit on it first." um, Global, relax, Bubba. And they did. So like I'm pretty sure if uh, you know, they can spit on people, I could pretend to blow Bobby.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
I don't know. I'll think of something. Maybe it's something a little more clever. Uh,
Whatever works.
uh I watched something else recently. Uh Actually Bad Friends today was awesome. I'm trying to see who it was. Oh yeah, Paul Verzi was on today's. No, Tiger Belly was on. Paul Verzi was on Tiger Belly. Um, that was a really fucking great episode. Fuck, there was another great. Oh, the Something's Burning. Um, this week was with Dan Soder and Big J Okerson. Speaking of which, I did get to see whatchamacallit, Bert Kreischer last week. We
Nice.
can wrap up on that. It was a great show. It was great to go out and get some. I won those tickets on a raffle. Um, but I will say this: not my favorite Bert Kreischer.
Oh no.
Honestly, Dan and Big J brought their A game and like fucking killed it. And but Bert, I think, might have taken some mushrooms or might have uh maybe just had some weed, and plus also the elevation fucks with people. But yeah, he was like flubbing jokes, like he was forgetting punchlines. He was just like, yeah, he was not in proper Bert game, and like it's really disappointing because just so you guys know, like you come and do a show um in at Red Rocks, like you need to be on your A game. Like people will fucking remember that shit forever. Um, it's it was not that wasn't fun. I left at about like 50 minutes in, and I think he did like an hour and a half or some shit. Like I literally left. I didn't even wait till the end. The whole plan was to wait till the end. Um, and yeah, Bert was not on his A game, and that's really was really disappointing.
Well,
Um,
that sucks.
but I
I'm
will.
gonna go see him in March. I just bought tickets.
We we should talk about this. I don't know if you saw it though. Yeah, I don't know. We talked about it, Corey, because I don't think Dan actually watches Kill Tony. And
I heard about it, and I know he really likes Asian pussy.
um,
Uh,
yeah, like Ric Flair got all self-righteous kind of and preachy on Kill Tony last week. And well, we'll go to the kennel, please. And did not like the bullying aspect of Kill Tony, and was like, and he was also hammered. He was
way shit faced.
slurring a lot, and one thing I'll never do is insult somebody for their time, and and if you wouldn't give your time to entertain, then I'm going to appreciate you. And one thing I'll never do is disrespect somebody. And I mean, like, dude it was David Hasselhoff drunk on the floor trying to eat a cheeseburger level of drunk. Like, except he was still sitting upright. Like, it
Yeah.
was hilarious. And uh like Tony, I think Tony and him are supposed to be starting a new podcast, which is kind of funny, like that's why he had him on. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. And props to Louis J Gomez for, instead of doing a woo, he was going boo. It was,
Yeah, I guess Zach Amico went on in on him pretty hard too.
yeah,
Shane Gillis went in on him pretty
everybody
hard.
was there, and it was
Shane, I heard, I haven't watched the whole thing, but I heard that Shane Gillis really saved that
oh
podcast or saved that Kill Tony show.
yeah, it was particularly brutal. Sorry, can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm fixing my camera. Uh, doo-doo-doo-ba-doo. Yeah, I've heard. I heard. I think Dan and I have probably heard about the stuff they cut out, because apparently it was a lot worse than what we actually got to see. Like there was a lot more. Like yeah, the Asian pussy thing, and yeah. either way, guys, um, you know, it's it's funny. You know, we talk about these wrestlers, but the wrestlers, we gotta appreciate them while we still have them around, because they drop like like flies. We just lost Wade Bryant. Wait, what's his name?
2 months ago, two,
What's
three
his name
months
again?
ago.
So
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. I was gonna say Wade Bryant. Bray Wyatt. Fucking sorry, I don't speak Ray and Nick. But and he was like in his 30s. Life is very fleeting. Dan and I ask a favor of everybody who watches this show. It's one little favor besides liking, subscribing, and telling a friend, um, and comment. Tell somebody you love them. We lose friends, family way too quickly, way too easily, and sometimes we forget to say 3 simple words that can make your day and make you feel a little less shitty if you do lose somebody recent, like randomly. You know, at least you told them the last time you saw them that you love them. It doesn't cost you anything. But yeah, Dan and I, we love you guys for tuning in. Whenever we get around to doing this shit, we try to do it once a week. We'll try and be back next Wednesday. Not sure because Dan has one more football game left, I think. But we will keep you posted. We love you guys. Thank you guys. And Dan, I love your face.
I love you too, buddy.
All right, guys. See you next week.